Okay, another addition to this update. As you can see, I got my wire. Got my wire nuts, got the tester, I got my fan, got the wire cutter, I got all the little quick connects. There's my soldering gun, some more caps. There's the power supply, there's my LEDs. I'm getting ready to test all the LEDs, as you can see on the other part. But now I got my little pieces cut. They're not set in the exact right position. I just set them out real quick. This is how it's going to kind of look when it's done. Now I'm thinking, I didn't know how to, I'm not going to put a glass plate over this one. I don't think. I might afterwards, but the glass to cover this would be not so cheap, you know. I mean, the DIY here, we're supposed to be making this cheap, so I'm not going to do the glass at first. Because I don't know, I might do it later. I'm positive I'm going to do an outside casing to this, but I'm not going to have it come up too high. I'm going to have it come up enough to cover LEDs with the glass if I do put the glass on. So I'll have it come up right above these, just enough to cover LED and the wires. But at first, I think I'm going to put this on the back side of this, like that, sucking out, like blowing out that way. And then I'm going to have another fan here and another fan here. And have them, that way they'll blow this way and then suck out, and blow this way and suck out. So I'm hoping, there might be overkill on the fans, but that'll work really well if I get the glass on the top. At first, I'm sure it'll do the job at first, because these things are not heat sinks, as you can tell. I mean, of course they're not the U-channel, but it does work as a heat sink, just not as well, so they get a little warmer. And the more heat, the more the LED is pushing towards making heat instead of making light. That's from what I understand. The diode creates heat rather than light when it gets hot. So, as you can see my other tanks. So hopefully now the next part of this is to lay them out in the exact spot I want them. Mark them on each side, I guess. So I would measure out where I need it, like on my paper here. I would measure out 2 inches and 2 inches. So 2 inches and 2 inches, and I would mark that exactly in the right spot. Mark it with my pen. Wherever it's supposed to go, just mark it, and make a little line on this side. I know there's no inside, but just make a little dot so you know where it starts and where it ends. And then you do that on each one, and then you set this board on the ground or somewhere and set these next to it in the right positions, and then you cut, or you set this after you have them all off. You bring this one back over, set it in the exact position that you had it, and then you step on this and drill a hole with the drill. And then you would step on this side and drill a hole. It's very tricky because this moves when you drill, but you have to drill it through. Now you want a board or something underneath so you don't go into your concrete or into your table or whatever like this. You can see I've done that a few times. This is my drilling table. Solder marks, drill marks. So I might just drill it on this table again so I know. But yes, that's how I do it. I will put an update of me doing that right now. Alright, on to the next step.